right, so I just got out of seeing 2004's The Phantom of the Opera. I'm just gonna say this was a film by Joel Schumacher, and you could tell right off the bat. The art direction was fantastic, the look of it was beautiful. But that being said, not for me. Not a musical fan over here. I think anytime there was a really cool moment that, really gripped you, immediately they would start singing and totally kill the vibe.
Signora, you are a star, and always will be. Signora, the man is mad. We do take orders. This day will be playing the page boy.
So just not for me. Not a fan of musicals, but I guess if you are a fan of musicals, I'm sure this is one you've seen a bunch of times. I know it won a whole bunch of awards. I know it was like a smash hit on Broadway and ran for like a decade or whatever. So yeah, cool. I get it. I see why it's a success. But as far as, that being said, my own personal preference, I would never watch this again. It was kind of torturous at times. Just the singing. There'd be a really cool scene and then they'd break out into song and kill the vibe. But I guess that's the point of a musical, right? But I think had this been maybe directed as a more serious film, like more of a horror drama film without the music, it could have been something very, very special and something very iconic. I know what they were going for. I get it. I see why people like it for what it is, but I think it could have been really badass. It could have been really badass. And let's say they did continue with the musical route. Imagine if it would have been updated and it would have been like the music of Depeche Mode or The Killers or something like that. That would have been cool. That would have been more in my wheelhouse. But yeah, for what it was, like I said, art direction was brilliant. Set design was fantastic. The look of it, you could tell it was a successful Joel Schumacher film. Visually, the cinematography was really good. But that's about it for me. That's where the compliments end. Yeah, the musical side of it just really bored the hell out of me. I was not a fan. This is one I would not watch again. 2.5 stars out of 5. My own personal critique right there. Yeah, 2.5 out of 5. What's interesting about it, though, is going back to Joel Schumacher, the cemetery scene in the movie did look a lot like Gotham City. And I was thinking, wow, what if the Phantom of the Opera and Batman are in a shared Schumacher universe? That would be pretty cool. And also the Phantom of the Opera, here's something I've never heard anyone talk about. He's very similar to Two-Face.
All those heroics for nothing. No more riddles, no more curtains 1 and 2. Just plain curtains.
Maybe there's something to work with there. Maybe. Anyway, that's all I have to say about the Phantom of the Opera. The singing was torturous. I was not a fan of it at all. But there were some really cool visuals in there, and the art direction was absolutely fantastic. And what was kind of cool was in that cemetery scene also, clearly my favorite sequence of the film, that's the closest look we're ever going to get to a Joel Schumacher's Zorro. The sword fight there definitely reminded me of Zorro and the way that Gerard Butler's Phantom was looking at that point. So that was pretty cool. So there were elements of a badass film hidden in there, sprinkled throughout, but a little too much singing for my taste, a little too much goofiness. But anyway, that's the Phantom of the Opera, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and most importantly, remain unfazed. See ya. I will say the Phantom of the Opera theme that was playing, that had a little bit of synthesizer in it, as he was taking Christine down into his catacombs, into that underground river and his boat, that was the most badass part of the movie, aside from the graveyard sword fight. That was pretty cool. The music was really good there. I really appreciated the synthesizer. More of that would have been appreciated, definitely. But alas, it is what it is. All right, that's all I have to say.